Who the hell is it? Did not even mention she had a kid.
Hi, my name is Tasha. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you're not. Today we are going to be blind reacting, deep diving into some dating horror stories. In case you're wondering, yes, this is the same intro from last week. I previously recorded a really long video that I decided to break up into 3 sections, so you're gonna see this one more time. Thought another cute thing would be like to have a different coffee in every video. It's half regular coffee, half blueberry coffee. I have 1 scoop of protein and 3 tablespoons of whatever creamer I'm using. That is the Rich and Creamy. What brand is that? International Delight. It's the International Delight Rich and Creamy. And half a cup of almond milk. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, so let's just get into it. I have a few videos saved. I'm gonna screen record them. I have a few videos saved, like 9 of them. I don't plan on getting through all of them.
Bro, you just gave me 1.
So there's certain places you find love, and most times a dating app ain't it. Not everybody's meant to be on a dating app. Some people ain't meant to be dating at fucking all. This is the reason I'll personally never going on a dating app ever again. So I met this girl on Hinge. She was in law school. She had tattoos. She had a cool contrast.
Okay, hold on. I don't know personally because I told you guys I've never been on Hinge. Or at least if I was on Hinge, I never dated anybody. I don't know. It might be a random profile out there somewhere, but I have heard so many horrible things about people meeting on Hinge. I don't know. Do you have good stories or bad stories from Hinge? Have you guys ever used it?
Vibe to her. Now, this was the first red flag I should have clocked immediately. We had been talking for a month. Mother's Day rolls around. I'm on Instagram, normal, scrolling through, seeing all the moms or whatever. I see her story, and I start clicking through. I'm like, she posting a lot of pictures with this baby. Who the hell is it? Oh shit! Did not even mention she had a kid. So I swipe up on the stories like, "Happy Mother's Day, I guess." To which she responds, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't want to tell you because like to keep things."
Immediate no. I get wanting to keep things private, but no. Hold on, let me adjust my camera a little bit. You do not. Okay. To me, in my opinion, that's a red flag. And I have dated somebody that I found out later. Well, I knew that they had kids, but I found out later they had multiple children that I did not know about. And that's a red ass flag. Like, you should tell somebody that you are trying to date that you are a parent. Like, that greatly impacts your life. The person you are trying to date should know that you have a child or children. That's very weird to me.
Private, whatever, blah, blah. I'm an understanding person. I get it. Not everything is supposed to be everyone's business, right? Especially when it comes to kids and shit. And I don't want to be, an asshole and drop her just because she got a kid. So.
And also, that's wild to have him on her social media, knowing that she would post pictures of her child and knowing that he followed her. That's strange to me. Maybe she forgot that he could see her Instagram. I think he said it was Instagram.
It's all good. Let that slide. She would constantly tell me that her family members didn't like her. Now, I'm being understanding. I'm trying to be, play devil's advocate by saying like, you just misunderstood my fucking dumbass. She literally told me one day her mom called her the devil. And I didn't heed that fucking warning.
Okay, but to be fair, some people have crazy moms. And they have jealous moms. They have moms that hate them. So that's not necessarily a red flag to me because some parents, they're the ones that need to be worried about.
We kept talking. At this point, we've been talking for like 2.5 months. She comes down. She used to live up in North Cali. She came down to visit me for a weekend. No complaints. She was cool as fuck. Like, I didn't have no complaints whatsoever. The problems didn't start, really, for me, until after, when she left. She started having issues with things she didn't even have issues with that really had no business being issues. Started arguments all the time. I'm not an argument person. I tell people up front, hey, baby, I don't do arguments. That's my...
I'm kind of the same way. I don't like to argue. I don't want to. We can have a discussion. We can even have a emotional slash not like super heated discussion, but there is a difference between a discussion where you're trying to come to some middle ground and just bickering back and forth. That I'm not doing.
That's my thing. I don't argue. We could talk out things. We're adults, whatever. She started crossing that boundary. There was a point where I was like, you know what? This is getting too much. Let's just end things. I say it respectfully. I'm like, let's just end things. I want you to go find whatever makes you happy, whatever, blah, blah. This woman who lives up in the Bay, I live in LA. She immediately left her job and drove from the Bay down to LA. What should have been a 6 to 7 hour drive, she made 3 to 4. And showed up at my crib proud of the record breaking fucking speed that she went. My dumb ass, I let her in.
What? You let her in. You can't show up to my house unannounced like that. Okay, granted, they've been dating a few months, so it's not like she's a complete stranger, but would I let her in? I don't think I would have let her in because I broke up with you. Now, if me and my current person were having beef, not my current person, but if I was still dating this person and we were having arguments or in a fight, but I still wanted to be with them, then I feel like that's different. I would let them in because I want to work it out. But if I'm breaking up with you because I don't think it's going to work and your response to me breaking up is to drive what should be a 6-7 hour trip, like, I don't like that.
I tell her, I'm like, look, you gonna need some therapy if this is gonna work. You clearly got some baggage you're dealing with. I understand. We all got it. But you're gonna need some therapy. To which she looked me in the face and she was like, I'm gonna go to therapy. I know I got problems, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, cool. We squash it. Boom. Later on that same week, other issues arise. She started doing the same shit. I cut it off again. Right? This time, it really hit me like in the middle of the night. So I sent her a text at like 3 a.m. being like, you know what? I don't want to do this. Like, whatever, blah, blah. Like, I was really standing firm. I was standing on business. I don't want to do this no more. It's becoming too much. I sent the text, put my phone down. I went to sleep. Boom, out. I woke up the next morning to paragraphs of her going off on me, her DMing random women that I...
See, and that's the reason that it would have been a hell no when she drove all those hours when you tried to break up with her, because that is the type of person that will also blow you up and start DMing random people. Like it's falling in line. The type of person that would do that drive is the same type of person that would do this.
Probably followed recently asking how they know me. She threatening to heavy on the... I'm like, what the fuck? So I literally had to hit up her family members being like, yo, your sister wildin'. I don't know if you know, but she's saying this. I don't know if she's serious or not. She's saying she gon', you know what I'm saying? So I never spoken to her family before. Her family said, the best advice we can give you is to run.
If you are talking to someone's family about them, the way they react when they're upset and they're saying the best advice I have is to run, I fear you should run. Yeah, I fear you should run.
What do you mean? What do you mean? One of them said something is actually clinically wrong with her. You need to run. All right, bet. Cool. Don't reply to none of her texts. Block her number at this point. Probably, I don't even remember. I just was trying to get away from all that energy she was trying to put onto me. I get a call from one of her family members. They said, hey, you live in LA, right? Yes. I think she on her way to you right now. What do you mean? She left a while back. She kind of had this crazy look in her eyes. And I think she's on the way to you. And you telling me this shit now? One of her family members is like, look, you don't owe her nothing. When she pulls up, you don't have to let her in. You don't got to do nothing. Best thing for you to do is just stay in your crib. I'm like, is she the fucking Punisher? What the fuck? Her other family member saying you need to have some people with you. You need to have backup with you just in case. What the fuck is happening? She pulls up. I go outside. She in her car. Just lean the seat back, just watching in the dark. And I'm like, bitch, I can see you. Let her into.
Okay. So her family is telling you that she has some issues and that you should literally not go outside. Don't speak to her. Don't say anything. Don't provoke her. Just ignore her or run. That's what her family's telling you to do. And your response is, so she pulled up and I went outside. She was tucking and ducking low in the dark. And your response was to go outside. Man, I understand you might not be afraid of women, but I need you to know that some of us ain't right up here. Some of us are not right up here, and that is a bad decision to make. That is a... Okay.
In my lobby, I give her a pat down. Make sure she ain't got no weapons and shit on her. Then I sit with her, have a conversation with her. Eventually, got her to calm down, sent her on her way, whatever, right? She gets back up to the bay. I don't know what she does up there, but starts causing havoc to her family members because she got the idea that her family members been talking to me. Now all of a sudden, her uncle, who's in prison, is calling.
What do you mean she got the idea that her family members were talking to you? Yeah, her family members were talking to you. And if they got the idea, it's because you told. Or at least hinted. Some things you said, maybe she figured that they would have had to tell you.
My phone out of nowhere, asking me what the fuck is going on. I'm like, how the fuck did you get my number? So I'm like, sir, I'll tell you everything. Every 5 minutes we heard, doot, doot, doot. Please add more coins for the call to continue or some shit like that. It was like real like that. After I got through telling him everything, he was just like, oh nah, I gotta talk to her. I gotta talk to her. Her sister sent me a text when she got back up to the bay. This girl punched a hole through her sister's door just off the idea that her sister might have played a part in me not speaking to her no more. Basically, I had to distance myself completely. I like to think the point of this whole thing was I avoided being a stepdaddy.
See, I honestly feel like some of this stuff is unavoidable. Maybe certain situations, like in the moment, I feel like he could have done things differently. But in general, he was just talking to a girl. He really liked this girl. They were talking for months. He invited her out. Like, very normal way to meet someone, start a relationship. But unfortunately, sometimes things just go left. And he's saying, like, the moral of the story is I have avoided being a stepdad. That was the least of your worries. That was the least of your worries. That is going to be all for today. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you like this new type of content, go ahead and let me know in the comments, because I haven't decided yet if I'm going to continue and do more videos like this or if I'm going to take a different route. So yeah, let me know and I will see you guys down another rabbit hole.